Let's get started with unpacking this food. Okay, so this session of the Masters of Masculinity is very important because, as we all know, diet is one of the main sections in boosting testosterone. So we talk about lifestyle, we talk about sleep, we talk about exercise, getting rid of toxins. We talk about living a healthy life in terms of how you think, being positive, being confident. All of those things have to do with masculinity. But when you look at diet, shit you're putting inside your mouth, shit you're putting inside your body is very, very important. So welcome to the diet portion of the Masters of Masculinity, where I will show you what to do in terms of doing a meal prep so you are ready to eat for the next 6 days. And so all you have to do is go into your fridge, get the food, put it in your toaster, and eat it. So we just shopped. This is all the food we got. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to show you what we have and how it relates to testosterone and what you should do with it. So first bag, we have broccoli. What I'm going to do is keep putting it in the fridge so it's out of the way, and this is what you'll exactly be doing. So we have some peppers and a big ass onion. So remember, with peppers, you want to get all different colors. If you have orange, yellow, green, red, you want to get all of them, because a heuristic of food in terms of when it comes to peppers, like bell peppers and sweet peppers, is the more different colors you get, the more vitamins and minerals, basically the more nutrients you're going to get because of those different colors. What we found is different colors have different variety of nutrients in these peppers. So make sure you switch that up. Then we have garlic. So I'm going to leave the garlic here because we're going to eventually use it. Here we have pears for fruit. So fruit we leave outside, so I'm going to put it here for now. Oh, the orange pepper, same thing. It's going to go in the fridge. I'm going to leave this fridge open. It does start making noise, so we'll worry about it then. And, just your bag, you keep your bag because we use these bags for trash. So, just open these bags. Don't be a savage, yeah? Like some people, they're like tearing up their bag and just like, don't be like that. Just be cool, be nice to your bag. Okay, this is really important. So we have, we're not going to use this, so you can be a savage with this bag because you're never going to use this. Okay, so with bananas, usually what happens is, so by the way, none of this is organic. So we kept it this way because we want a lower cost and we want to sustain this for our life, because if you're eating organic, you might go broke. So if you can eat organic though, please do, because it will boost your testosterone more. So for example, when I show you the beef, I'm going to talk about the difference between grass-fed beef and the conventional beef that I got today. And then you'll see the difference. So for bananas, this is really important. I'm going to shut this off. So when you get bananas, make sure you keep them separate, because what seems to happen is people put their bananas like this in a jar. You don't want to do that, because if you keep bananas together, because of the fact that these skins are touching each other, there is bacteria that gets passed. And that is how bananas become rotten. They're not going to be as healthy, because you don't want to eat a banana which is all like squished up and like when you're eating it, it's like all nasty. So what I tend to do, what I've always done, is I separate the bananas. So I just create a distance between the bananas so they don't touch each other. And this always works. It's a very, very neat trick. Just don't let your bananas touch each other and they're going to last way longer. And remember, we're keeping this is a 6-day thing. So we don't want to just, have the bananas go bad in like 2 days. We want to last 6 days, because you don't want to keep going to the grocery store and waste your time. So we have all these spices. So I'm going to take the spices out. This is apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar that you probably have is a different one. It's like an organic one, but this is Montreal. This is like the French kind of apple cider vinegar, the best we can find. So I'm going to put this here for now. And okay, dark chocolate. Oh, by the way, we will also show you a receipt to show you how much all of this costs. And then you can compare that to, you going to a restaurant and how much time you're going to waste driving to the restaurant, coming back. Because remember, guys, time is money. This is why we're showing you this. If you prepare meals for 6 days and you just putting it in the toaster every day, even if you go to work, you can put it in a little Tupperware, take it to work, put it in a microwave. We don't recommend microwave, even though there's no like scientific conclusive evidence that microwaves are bad for health. We don't know that yet. But just in case, because I know it takes science to figure shit out, it takes a while, I always warm stuff in a toaster. So get your ass a toaster. And I'm going to show you what else you need to get soon. So yeah, just getting some dark chocolate. Most of this is 70% or more. So you see this. This is the dark chocolate here. This is the same one. And I always get, this is 74%. I always get mine with almonds because I fucking love almonds. Now, one interesting thing about dark chocolate is this. Now, some people will be like, oh, you pussy, get an 85%, get 90% cocoa. That's fine. But look, man, we're on a caloric deficit here, right? We're not eating at a calorie. So what is a caloric deficit? A caloric deficit is when you eat less than you're exuding, you're working out during the day. So breathing, sleeping, thinking, feeling, all of these things that we do, working out, right? Walking, all of these things consume calories. So if you're eating less than all that consumption, all that work, then you're going to be at a caloric deficit. And we're going to be at a 200 to 300 caloric deficit, right? Because we want to be healthy. We don't want to go crazy with 1,000 calorie deficit. So this is something that is sort of to keep us in check. We want to sustain ourselves. You're always eating 85, 90%. It's going to be this bitter chocolate. Now, if you like it, great. But to start off, get something around 70%, you're totally fine. Let's put the dark chocolate here for now. Ooh, my favorite. Okay. So this I showed you garlic. This is ginger. I'm going to show all these spices here. Blueberries. So here we go. Blueberries. This is going to be, I believe this is just like a pint of blueberries or 170 grams, 6 ounces. So I'm going to put this in the fridge as well. Walnuts. So I had run out of walnuts, so I got some walnuts. The other nuts that I have at the house right now are almonds and Brazil nuts. Remember, Brazil nuts, we eat 3 to 4 every day. Okay. So we have meat. Oh, by the way, guys, remember that these nuts are also conventional. They're not organic. So don't worry about, I need to get organic nuts and spend twice as much money. If you're a guy who has been eating unhealthy for the last months or years, start with this step. This is the basic introductory step to eating healthy. Once you get there and, maybe if you have enough money, you are well off, then go get organic stuff. No problem. It will help you more. And I'm going to discuss this now. So this is just filet mignon meat. Really good. And it was on special. See, I got the special. So always when you go to meat section, you're going to have ribeye. In French, it's faux filet. You're going to have other types of, you're going to have sirloin. You might have ground beef. Whatever's on special, just fucking take it. You want to eat beef. Now, the difference between organic or grass-fed in this case and conventional is that grass-fed beef will always have more omega-3 fatty acids. So fatty acid. Fatty acid is just, it's a type of fat. Okay, there's omega-3, omega-6, omega-9. There's different types. Omega-3s help kill free radicals from your cells. Okay, so free radicals stick onto your cells. They stick onto protein, and that is what destroys cells. It kills cells. It causes oxidative stress. That's what it's known as. So omega-3, which we also get from fish oil. Remember, we're taking 4 to 6 fish oil capsules per day. That is to get us the omega-3 fatty acids so we are able to be healthy and repair those cells which were destroyed or damaged by omega-6s. So these types of meat, even though they do not have as much omega-3s as grass-fed beef, they're still better than the shit you're eating. So start with this, and we're going to show you how to cook this stuff. Okay? So here's our meat for the week. Oh, so we got 6 because you're going to eat 1 a day. There's 6 here. This is chicken, right? So again, this is not organic chicken. This is just normal chicken. So I'm going to show you that. There's 1 here. Okay, the rest of the meat is here. So again, don't be a savage. Just, take your time, open the bag. There's no hurry. Okay, another chicken here. Another chicken here. So again, each of these have 2. And look, man, I got this entire thing for less than $10. And this is going to last me 2 meals. That's fucking amazing, especially if you're eating healthy and you're cooking shit in your own kitchen. So that's great. Okay, next thing is eggs. Okay? So you're going to eat 2 eggs every day. So what you want to do is you want to get free range brown eggs. These are the most high quality. You're going to find white eggs. You're going to find cage-free eggs. Just check this out. So just to give you a better idea, that's what it looks like. Okay. This is like French, but basically it's free-range eggs. And what you want to do is you don't want to get cage-free eggs, and you don't want to get those white, nasty eggs. Eggs is something that you must get, like free-range, organic, just because, man, like eggs have egg yolks. And in my opinion, from my research and just from the experience that I've had, the experience that the tribe has had, egg yolks are the ultimate testosterone booster, the natural testosterone booster, because there's good cholesterol in there, there's good fats in there, and an egg is like, it's like life, man. An egg has so much nutrition that if you were to just eat an egg, it would be better than any other type of food you can eat. So eggs are very, very important. So that is why it is the one type of food that I recommend getting organic and free range. Now, again, if you can't afford it, it's like, this was $6 Canadian, which is, like $4.50 US, I guess, and whatever it is in your currency. If you can't afford that, then get just the normal eggs. It's fine, but I highly recommend, at least for eggs, get free range organic. I'm going to put that here. And you want to get, try to get 2. If you get 1 dozen, that's going to last you 6 days, which is great. That's what you want. So more spices. We have turmeric here. And we have black pepper here. Okay. And this is sea salt right here. Yeah, again, so before I move on to the vegetables, something I want to tell you about spices. So don't worry too much about what each spice does to your body, and okay, like what does ginger do, and what does garlic do, and what does turmeric do. That's not important, bro. Like these are spices. I mean, look, man, fucking Indians and shit, like a lot of spices originated from India, right? You look at Christopher Columbus, he was trying to get to India. He came to America. That's the story that they tell. I don't know if it's true, but it's supposed the story. Spices are very important because they've always been used to preserve foods. The salt and pepper were put on the food and they was preserved for a long time. Spices make our food taste great. They give us that nice, the taste buds are stimulated, and we tend to absorb food better if the food tastes good, right? So if you're tasting food that's really good, it's rewarding for you. You're getting a dopamine release in your brain. So if you eat really good food that is actually nutritious and healthy, then it can also almost like overcome other addictions that you may have, right? So let's say you're addicted to porn, or you're addicted to some drug, or weed and so on. We always say to overcome a habit, you want to replace that routine of like masturbation or watching porn with something that is healthy, but it should give you the same reward, right? So if you're trying to get a dopamine spike from watching porn, or from smoking weed, or from doing drugs, or eating a bunch of ice cream, you want to give yourself the same dopamine release, the same dopamine spikes in your brain from some other routine. And for me, that routine has always been either working out, lifting heavy at the gym, doing some deadlift squats, which we're going to show you in another video very soon, or eating very healthy after intermittent fasting. So you do intermittent fasting for a while, you're really hungry. That's like you're really hungry for porn, right? Or you're really hungry for weed. Now you're really hungry for food. So when you have that meal in front of you, once you do that, you will get that same dopamine spike because you're getting so much reward from that meal. And you watching our Facebook Live videos that are also in the vault, the meal videos, the master meal videos that are in the vault, if you watch that, then you will get those rewards because now you're part of the tribe. There's no loneliness. There's a togetherness. There's this community that we have built. So take full advantage of all this value that we have provided. So now let's keep going. So these here are beets. These are red beets. And the red beets are not part of Reclaim Your Masculinity. This is or it's not even part of Masters of Masculinity. It is there because I am testing for our digestive health. It's the first step to test for digestive health. That's going to be part of another video, another product that we're going to have, how to test for your digestive health. And we might even include it in this product. It is to test how good your digestive system is. So the test is cut up beets, wash them, cut them up, have a bowl, eat them up, and find out how many shits it takes for the shit to be red. That's what you're testing. It is the first step to testing digestive health. So we have a bunch of beets. Again, I'm going to put it here. Okay. Next, broccoli, right? So you see the broccoli here. And as I take it, I'm going to put it in the fridge. Okay, now we have avocados. I know we always talk about the different types of fats, right? Here's a picture of avocados again. We got 4. The reason we got 4 is just 1 per day. And what we're going to do is just eat one of these either for lunch or for dinner, right? So you can pick that. There's no nothing strict about it. Now, why do you eat avocados? So the 2 types of fats that correlate the highest with testosterone are monounsaturated fats and saturated fats. So avocados have a lot of monounsaturated fats in them. And just like olive oil has monounsaturated fats, I'm going to show you the olive oil as well. So avocados are one of the top foods you can eat for good fats that you need for a healthy diet. So that's why we got these. Okay. The next thing is, oh my God, amazing, kale. Kale is the ultimate food that will help make your diet more alkaline. Okay, now what does that mean? So we are used to eating a lot of acids, right? You eat meat, you're eating fruits, you're eating a lot of acids, right? So here's kale again. This is what it looks like, right? This is what it looks like right here, right? It's amazing. It's so amazing, right? And you can eat kale raw or cooked based on what your preference is. We usually eat it raw, but if you're gonna want to put it inside your eggs, if you actually want to cook eggs every day, which it is time consuming, we're gonna show you how to do eggs that are boiled, so you don't have to cook eggs every day because we want to make this shit sustainable for you. Anyway, so this is kale. What it does is if your body gets too acidic because you're eating a lot of meat and fruits and other things, you want to increase that pH because pH has to be balanced, right? So if your pH is too low because your body is very acidic because of the food you're eating, you want to balance that pH out. So kale is one of the best foods for that balance. Here it is right here. So I'm going to put that to the side as well. Some kale leaf. Okay, what else we got? So this is, oh my God, coconut oil. So coconut oil is what we're going to use to cook. Again, this is not extra virgin, organic. Like you don't have to worry about that. Just get coconut oil and you'll be fine. So coconut oil is something we're going to cook everything with. And along with coconut oil, we're going to use desi ghee. So desi ghee is basically, it's Indian butter. It's like what Indians used to cook. It's clarified butter. It's just a better version of butter. The way they make this butter, you will be able to have more bioavailable butter inside your body. All the nutrients that are in butter, all the nice saturated fats, it will be more available for your digestive system to absorb. And that's what ghee does. So I got desi ghee here. This is, it's called clarified butter. You are also welcome to get grass-fed butter if you like Kerrygold grass-fed butter is amazing. You can get, this is not organic. This is like really cheap. It's like a few bucks. So make sure you get that. And don't worry about the brand, man. Get any brand. Like there's no like strict branding here that we care about. Okay, next we have, oh my God, amazing. So you don't have to get this exact brand of sauerkraut, but I really like it. This is Moish's sauerkraut. Again, I've mentioned this before. Anything like sauerkraut is really good because it is a natural probiotic for your optimal health and fitness. So what is a probiotic, right? What the fuck is probiotics? So in your gut, there's bacteria, right? It's known as the microbiome or the gut flora. This is the bacteria and the other organisms that are inside your gut, inside your digestive system. So that includes your stomach, that includes your small intestine, large intestine, your rectum. There's this entire thing that is absorbing and digesting your food. That is known as the gut flora, and it's the bacteria inside all that. So most of the bacteria in your body is actually inside the gut. Most of the serotonin, which is the good mood, feel good hormone, is also in the gut. That is why when you eat really good food, it's like tasty food, you feel good because of serotonin. So all of this is in the gut flora, and the thing that is going to make your gut flora stronger, increase the good bacteria so your digestion gets stronger, your absorption gets stronger. One of the top foods for that is sauerkraut. It's basically cabbage that has been fermented. And fermented foods are very necessary for you to have good bacteria. So that's one. Next one, we have dill pickle, same thing. You don't have to get this spicy dill pickle that we have here, but it's really good. Now again, All of this stuff during the Facebook live sessions, we talk about the nutrition. D-Lip and I, we talk to each other about what the fuck is going on, why are we eating what we're eating, and we eat this with you. So when you go in the vault, you have the Facebook lives. When you eat your food, watch that, because you're going to learn a lot from it. We're going to increase the tribe, make the tribe stronger. So make sure you watch those while you eat. Next thing is just coffee. This is a coffee we got today. This is like a really good brand. I'm a big fan of Illy, so I got this. You don't have to get this. You can get the coffee you want. This is sort of like a little expensive kind, but I'm just like a big fan of coffee, so I get this, and this is great for me. Now, why is coffee important? So coffee is an appetite suppressant. So when you're doing intermittent fasting, especially in the beginning of your journey, make sure you do have black coffee to help you preserve and not relapse, right? Because a lot of people, they're like in intermittent fasting and they relapse. They eat outside of their feeding window, and that's horrible. So coffee helps you with that. Also, coffee serves as an antioxidant. So if you look at the coffee bean, if you go inside a coffee bean, there are antioxidants located inside. Actually, one component of the coffee bean activates the NRF2 pathway inside the cell, which activates processes that kill free radicals. And what do free radicals do? They cause inflammation. They cause your gut. They cause your gynecomastia. They also will cause hair loss. Inflammation is one of the, if not the top killer of testosterone. It is the killer of our tribe. It is our number one enemy. Inflammation. And inflammation is caused by free radicals. It's caused by these little oxygen particles that are bound to protein. They're bound to cells. And that is what you want to kill. You want to kill these free radicals. And how do we do that? We do that with probiotics. We do that with omega-3 fatty acids. We do that with antioxidants, like what's in blueberries, what's in the green vegetables we eat, what's in for example, like if you're eating free-range eggs or grass-fed beef, there's omega-3s in there. So that is what we're using. And also with these spices, right? So you look at turmeric, you look at ginger, garlic, all of these antioxidants, what are they going to do? They're going to reduce inflammation in your body. They're going to reduce inflammation inside of your cells. And that is what is the key to boosting testosterone and becoming a master of your masculinity. So let's keep going. Okay. So we also have honey. And, you don't need to get honey, obviously. The reason I get honey is because honey is a great sort of sugar. It is something that you can use. You can put it in your coffee, but not during your intermittent fasting window. You want to put that during your feeding window, right? Because obviously it has calories. Like, don't come up to me and ask me some stupid shit like, oh, I'm inside of my fasting window and not in my eating window. And can I put milk in my coffee? No. Can I put sugar in my coffee? No, because that shit is calories, man. Now, if you don't know what calories are, I have an entire video about what calories are in the Reclaim Your Masculinity. The 15 videos that you have, there's an entire section on calories. So go see that. What the fuck is a calorie and how it works. All right, so that's that. Okay, what's next? Okay, next we're going to get into some fruits. We already covered blueberries and bananas. Now, the reason we got so many fruits, now you don't have to get all these fruits. So we got oranges here. Okay. Tangerines, actually. How's it? It's good? Okay. So tangerines here. Now, the reason we got tangerines is because, okay, so we have to think of what a vitamin is, right? So there's different types of vitamin. Vitamin D, D as in dog, is the most important vitamin for testosterone by far. Now, we already know, I've mentioned this in many even YouTube videos, as well as the Reclaim Your Masculinity product, that vitamin D is essential for testosterone synthesis, testosterone maintenance, because it is a crucial factor. So for example, guys who have low testosterone, if you supplement vitamin D for just like 6 months, even less than 6 months, they will have a significant increase in testosterone levels. And all of this is covered in the comprehensive ebook that you get for free. It is also covered in the videos in Reclaim Your Masculinity. So for vitamin D, go watch those. Now, what's important about oranges is that oranges have vitamin C. Now, what's the difference, right? So vitamin C, again, it's an antioxidant. But the big difference is that vitamin D gets stored in the body. So if you take vitamin D supplementation, and let's say you don't take it for 3 days, 4 days, there's enough in your body to use to produce testosterone. But vitamin C is the type of vitamin that you need to take every day. You need to replenish vitamin C every day. So that is why it's important. So make sure you're eating oranges, you're doing lemons inside your food. We always take a lemon and we squirt it on your food. So make sure you're getting that kind of vitamin C. Another food that has a lot of vitamin C is blueberries. And we're eating blueberries too. Actually, blueberries have more vitamin C than oranges, which a lot of people don't know. And the thing with, we talked about potassium with bananas. Bananas have a lot of potassium, and we need that also for a healthy diet. One thing that's interesting is that avocados have more potassium than bananas, which a lot of people don't know as well. So that's another reason we eat avocados. Okay, next we have carrots. Right here. Carrots are really good for vitamin A. So we have this here. Okay, now we get into the slow carbs. Very, very important. Complex carbohydrates, slow carbohydrates. And what is all this? So before I do that, cinnamon is also a very epic antioxidant, one of the top antioxidants available. It's a spice that we use, especially for our potatoes. We put it on the potatoes. We also put it in our spice shots in the morning, as well as every time we make tea or coffee, we put it in. Now we're getting into the carbohydrates section, right? Carbohydrates are interesting because, look, we covered proteins, right? The meat, the eggs, and obviously there's some fat in there too. Proteins are important because they help with muscle synthesis, right? They help your muscles grow. You need to feed protein in there, but you don't need tons of protein in your diet. Actually, the carbohydrate to protein ratio is what correlates with high testosterone levels. So the higher the carbohydrate to protein ratio, the more probability of you having high testosterone levels. So carbohydrates are way more important than proteins when it comes to testosterone production. So if you have low T, don't focus on protein, focus on carbohydrates, focus on fats. And the diet plan that you've been given, the exact menu, has taken the optimal amount of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats and given it to you. So follow that. I'm going to show you soon how to prepare all this shit. So, fuck, I keep moving this. Okay. So we have brown rice. Now, some people eat white rice, especially you Indian motherfuckers and Chinese people. You're eating a lot of like fried rice, which is white. Fuck that. Eat brown rice. Now, why? The reason we eat brown rice is because it is a slow carb. Anything that is white, like white rice, white bread, any kind of bread, is a fast carb. It will digest faster. It will cause a faster rise in insulin. Now, what we want is a slow carb because we want those carbohydrates to digest slowly into our metabolism, into our digestive system. We want our metabolism not to spike so fast by eating fast carbs. Now, when are fast carbs good to eat? Right after a workout. So right after we finish a workout, the first thing we do is eat something which has a high glycemic index, like a banana. A banana is not so high. The highest stuff is like, for example, gummy bears. They have dextrose in them, so it's like a high glycemic index, right? It's very close to 1, which is the highest you can get. Glucose has the highest glycemic index. And glycemic index is basically how fast is your insulin going to rise when you eat this food. And remember, insulin is an anabolic hormone. So if you have an insulin spike, you will get a rise in both fat and muscle. Okay? So now, fat loss, if you want fat loss, then slow carb is the way to go. If you just want to get bigger and you want to gain muscle and fat, then you need to have a lot of insulin spike, but not too much. And our plan, our Masters of Masculinity, as well as the Reclaim Your Masculinity products, have given you the optimal amount of food and different types of slow carb and fast carb to eat to optimize not just your testosterone levels, but your overall hormonal profile. Because we don't just want to optimize testosterone, we want to minimize cortisol. We want to minimize estrogen, right? Estrogen, as you know, causes gynecomastia. You want to minimize that. Estrogen causes a lot of belly fat right here. You want to get rid of that. Estrogen will also cause feminine characteristics, like, you being maybe a little bit too much like a female or a little bit too sensitive. I'm not saying that's bad, but just keep in mind that you don't want a high level of estrogen and a low level of testosterone. So we have brown rice right here. We took 2 of these, right? And just to keep in mind, this is a 32-ounce bag. Both of these are 32 ounces. You're going to have to calibrate how much of this you need to eat, okay? Oh, we also got quinoa. Quinoa is another slow carb, which is really amazing. It kind of gives you a little bit of variety because you don't want to always be eating brown rice, so we give some variety here. That's great. And that is all the food you need, right? That's it right there. I'm going to take a picture of this fucking thing soon, but like this is all the food you need for the entire week. And remember, every seventh day, every Sunday, we do a cheat day. And it's going to be an epic, epic cheat day. So as you're eating your brown rice, you're eating your meat, you're eating your eggs, you're eating your vegetables, your fruit, your slow carbs, your spices, your spice shots in the morning. As you're doing that, you want to keep in mind, what do you crave? Do you crave cakes? Do you crave ice cream? Do you crave baklava, which is this Arab Greek dessert thing? Indian sweets. Do you crave like butter chicken, or I'm telling you my cravings. Cannolis, or you crave Ferrero Rocher, the chocolate. Whatever you're craving during the week, write that shit down. Right? We're gonna call it the cravings of masculinity. So you might even crave porn, man. Honestly, you might crave whatever you're craving, right? You're craving like watching porn. You're craving some specific type of dessert. You might be craving a pizza. Whatever you're craving, as you're on a caloric deficit, write that shit down. On day 7, I want you to make the most creative, the most epic cheat day of your fucking life, and keep topping that up week after week after week. And what we're going to do is we're going to have you post your cheat days, your entire video of your cheat day or photos onto the Masters of Masculinity Facebook page, the private group, and we're going to pick out one winner every week for the most epic cheat day, and we will give you a fantastic award, a reward, right? Because you will be the cheat champion. We're going to give you the cheat champion reward. So make sure you document your cheat days. Be fucking proud, because look, man, we're fighting a war here. We're fighting a war against everything that reduces masculinity and reduces who we are as men. So you need to make that cheat day as a celebration of your masculinity. Now, let's get into how exactly to cook all this stuff.